Right, I thought I'd do a video. I didn't think I was going to do this video, just another like a random one, but I feel it's important for me to talk about this, just for my own well-being. I'm kind of heartbroken because, like, if you really care about something, and then say something kind of bad happens, your heart breaks, and I think it's important to talk about real stuff. I know all my videos are jolly and everything and all that, but maybe I don't film when I'm down and stuff like that. But I think it's important for me to talk about things because, as you know, bad things happen to us, good and bad things. The sun shines on the good and the bad, as they say. But I'm heartbroken this last couple of days because if you saw a few videos back, I bought my dream car, which I know I haven't posted on YouTube yet. I just want some more personal time with it, to be honest. But I'm saddened because it's actually been in the garage for quite a few weeks, and I'm just sad because it's kind of created a bit of anger in me, especially the last few days, to the point where anger consumes you, and it's not good for my spirit at all to have this, to have this anger. And I can understand when you can be so emotional that, as you know, some people can do crazy things when they get angry. I think we've all been angry at some point in our lives. We can't say that we haven't, But this video is more kind of a bit for therapy and kind of an apology from me, because I kind of accused my previous owner of the car of maybe not showing me something that was wrong with the car, and so I want to apologise actually to the previous owner of my car. His name is James, and I want to personally apologise to him, to say I'm sorry if I've upset you or insulted you. So I wasn't planning on doing this video. So I've been to have kept in touch with him for a long time, but I know that he kind of cut me off, and I wasn't expecting that. And I know that, I don't know, when things go wrong with cars, we can start pointing fingers. And I don't know, my dream car, it's supposed to be my dream car, something that I've waited years for, decades for actually. And I knew there was a few niggly bits that needed to be sorted out, and I'm paying for those because I'd like, I know it's an old car. It's nearly as old as my old Volvo, which I know I'll probably get to sell at some point once I kind of make that a bit better. Just so I know I haven't said what car I've got. In due course, I will reveal it to you. Thank you, for respecting my wishes there. But when you care for something so much, and something bad happens, you can be in so much pain that it's just unbearable, And this is one of those that's kind of a little bit up there, So basically, I'll give you a little bit of what happened. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but if I'm pointing the finger at someone thinking I'm 100% sure they're responsible, and then they're not, and then you feel quite bad about it, So anyway, even though I've got niggly bits that I'm sorting out because the car's at a garage at the moment, I'm happy that that's getting sorted, and my car will be a lot better to drive and enjoy, and I hope to have this car for quite a few years because it's my dream car, To find out something else has gone wrong, which I wasn't expecting, because I know I'm paying over £700 for some niggly bits, which I'd hoped might have been 300 or 400, but that's just the way it is. But then to find out there's another bill, or basically to be told that the car won't really pass its MOT in towards the end of the year, is a bit of a shocker because I'll be honest, I've never spent more than £1,000 on a car in my life. My old big Volvo I've got cost me 1,000 14 years ago, and amazingly it's actually going up in price now. These big old Volvos from the 90s are going up in price, and but I kind of lost my passion for driving to the point where I just wasn't really driving it, and so I got my dream car because I thought it's now or never, especially with the current world crisis the last year. And I wanted to enjoy this moment while I could, and I have had some enjoyable moments with my dream car, but yeah, basically when I got a call from the garage that there was something else, I wasn't expecting that. My heart sank. Basically, it's like a rear subframe has gone. Didn't really know what one was, to be honest. I've heard of a sub, as in subscribers, or submarine. A frame, you think of a frame, a picture frame or whatever, but subframe, I didn't know what it was. I've been told that it's so bad that it's classed as dangerous and a major failure when it does go through its MOT. And my heart broke because I know when I bought the car, I know from the description on the advert was, there's no rust, it will go straight through its MOT. No advisories. So, I spent £9,500 on this car. So, it's quite a lot of money. I could have maybe got a cheaper version of it, but then I know this one is more of a limited edition, so that's why it's worth more. It has got quite a lot of miles in it, but like I said, I'll talk about things later at another time about that. But it has lived up to its dream. I had some amazing moments in it. But I think it was the fact that I was hoping to buy a car that would have no problems, if you know what I mean. And when you get a car and there's some problems, you got to sort them out, okay? And then you don't expect more problems. I know I didn't take somebody along with me. I should have. It's my own fault. I should have taken an RAC or an AA person along with me to have done many checks on the car. I think they do I don't know if it's 121 point checks or something. You can put something in the comments if you know. I don't know everything about cars. And I don't know everything about buses as well, but I know some things. So anyway, what I realised was it was wrong for me to accuse the previous owner. I realised from some messages that I was wrong. What I kind of, because online MOTs have been available for 5 years and I didn't know. So I thought there was a lot of MOTs missing. And when the garage told me the rear subframe had gone, there was a big hole. They just sent me some pictures today, actually. Yeah, my heart sank. And then I looked through the paperwork, because there's a massive file with this car, and it showed nearly 6 years ago, it failed. No, it failed its MOT, but those things were rectified, actually. But something in the advisory was there, and it said rear subframe corroded. And I was like, oh my word. Well, the garage man told me today, which was a few days ago, it's there 6 years ago. And I don't know, I just got consumed with anger, so frustrated. I was just connecting the dots. There's no MOTs. It's wrong for me to accuse the previous owner because it's had an MOT. It's actually, it was off the road for nearly 5 years, garaged. I just didn't know so much really what was going on, but basically a few months after that MOT where it failed, it passed its MOT with no advisories, none. And then it was off the road for nearly 5 years, and then it was put up for sale late last year after it passed its MOT again with no advisories. So obviously on the advert it says, it's a fantastic example of the car. You know, it's totally solid, it's no rust. I'm thinking I'm buying my dream car, and even though it's had a lot of miles, it's got a massive file, and it's good. It's going to be alright. It might have a few niggly things, but it'll be alright. But, you know, I was gutted. So what I realise now from speaking to quite a few mechanic friends, some that are in the family or even at work friends, you know, school friends, backpacker friends, I've messaged a few people what their thoughts are, and I realise that what I realise now is that the car, I think there was 2 garages that passed the MOT with no advisories. I realise now that those garages, they shouldn't have passed the car for its MOT. So obviously the previous owner probably didn't know this, and I shouldn't have accused him. So my apologies, James, for accusing you. I'm really sorry there. Because I don't want to lose a friend over this, you know. And I realise that these garages, you know, I've taken this person's money, not told him, car's fine, and then it can cause friction between me and the previous owner, and you know, and I realise that now I've got to try and find these garages and find out why it was passed, because a lot of mechanics I've spoke to the last few days, or friends, or mechanics who have mechanic friends, have said, from looking even at the photographs of this hole, that it shouldn't have passed its MOT, because 6 years ago it says subframe corroded in the advisory, and then for 2 more MOTs to take place over the next 5 years to have no advisories at all shows something isn't right. Because I know this previous owner is a passionate car enthusiast, and so I don't want, you know, he didn't want to sell me anything that had something wrong with it. So again, I just know that the garages that had passed it shouldn't have passed it. That's the information I've got from a few people who have a lot of knowledge working on cars over decades actually know. And I thought myself, it doesn't make sense. How can something that's there suddenly not be there twice over 5 years and then suddenly be there again for me to pick up the mess? That's right, Anton has to pick up the mess again. I don't know if you don't know, but in life I seem to pick up a lot of mess. One example was a friend a few years ago. I don't even call him a friend. One particular friend who actually likes buses as well, actually. I won't name him, but I remember once he said, "I can't be bothered to get angry." And I thought, that's strange. I've never heard that from anybody in my life. You can't be bothered to get angry. And I didn't really understand why he said that, but then I realised over the following years, something happened where, again, I had to take responsibility financially for it. And I realised that the reason my so-called friend didn't get angry is because he didn't take responsibility. Like, literally just walked away from something, didn't take responsibility, and I had to pick up the mess financially. And I realised, why, how can you do this? And I realised, yeah, people are messed up, you know. Everyone's got strengths and weaknesses, and but anyway, so I ended up kind of I cut off that friend because I realised he wasn't good for me, and even though he might come across as nice or whatever, he was very deceiving, crafty. There was just something I thought, no, that's not right. He's not taking responsibility, so I can't have someone like that in my life. It's not good. If you ever have any weak people in your life that's maybe so weak that they make you weak or whatever, you've got to just draw the line somewhere, you know. So I think I've got to go in. Just let you know, I had a big break down here Friday evening. I had a nice big break for 26 minutes. I thought that's quite rare, and I wanted to talk about this particular topic. So yeah, talking about my car, my dream car, which I know in due course I will show it to you. I just want some time with it. I wanted it for over 2 decades, and I just wanted some time with it, but I know it's a bit of a headache. I wanted to just talk about it because I know some of you might be going through issues in life, and I'm going through some too, you know, and this is, you know, yeah, some people don't need a car in London, I know. But it's just something I wanted for years and never got in my 20s or my 30s, so it's been good I finally got my dream car. But anyway, I'm going to have to go 5 minutes. Just wanted to talk to you about this because it's on my mind, and I realised I want to apologise to someone who had cut contact with me. Realised that I made a mistake there, accusing someone. If I insulted him, then I feel I'm really sorry. And I realised that these car garages have screwed him over and screwed me over. And I'm shocked. And I'm hundreds of miles away from this garage. So, you know, I'll have to try and make a few calls, but I don't know, maybe I'll just have to bite the bullet, accept it. It's not nice when you have to pay out for things. It's not nice at all. So yeah, I think I've said enough. Maybe I'll look back on this video one day and think, yeah, that was a low point, but yeah, hopefully the car will be on the road at some point, and I'll get the thing sorted on it. I don't think there's any more major things wrong with it, which is good, but it's just a shocker to suddenly have to pay an extra, if it's £700-900 for maybe a second-hand subframe. There's questions: could it be welded? I know the garage that I'm at, which is a reputable one, said no. Other people that I know have said yes. So I'll have to try and get a second opinion. But if I could save some money there, you know. But yeah. So anyway, that's just, I wouldn't say it's a sad video from me. It's just a real video for going through. So anyway, I'm off now. So please leave a comment in the bottom if something's happened to you, if you want to share it or not. You know, I know we're all going through a tough time, and I'll see you all on the next video. And I'm feeling a lot better now than I was many hours ago. See this video as a bit of therapy, to be honest, because I need to talk about things. I miss doing these videos, and I love you all on here. I appreciate your comments. If I don't get back to all of you, don't take it personally. I try and read all the comments, and yeah. It's good to talk about stuff. Anyway, take care, and yeah, see you all later, everyone. Bye bye.